I was late. I figure the whole thing could have been avoided if I'd been on time. But the auto lock on my front gate had jammed, and the back gate wasn't set up for leaving. It was set up for coming in, so the keypad was on the outside. I had to go back into the house, which took a few steps. Then I had to find the key to the back gate, and then the phone rang. Darlene wanted me to bring the video of the Sexy Badass tour, which I didn't have loaded on my laptop. So I loaded it. Then forgot the key. This kind of stuff adds up. I couldn't be late. A dancer could be late and get a slap on the wrist, because the practice could continue a dancer short, more or less. But when the choreographer was late, everything stopped. Darlene's time was wasted, and her time was expensive. Liam, her manager, drilled that home to the entire team at least once a week. I managed to avoid an accident going downtown and parked on the street. The lot was full, and because I was late, they'd put someone else in my spot. Deep breath. Darlene and I had met in gymnastics camp during spring break, then again in summer break, before I invited her over to my house. She became my best friend. She got taller, and her physical power compacted into a tight, womanly frame. Her voice matured, and she used it like a weapon to cut through anyone who stood between her and fame. I landed on one leg coming off a triple pike vault and blew out my knee. It wasn't even at the state championships or anything. It was a practice the weekend before. I let my team down. I couldn't even look at them when they visited me in the hospital. I wasn't good at holding grudges unless they were against myself. I'd continued singing lessons, though, and took up dance, which I loved, and which my knees could handle. Darlene and I had the same instructor in our teens, and we did recitals as a team. If there was an audition for a commercial, we cut school to go. We were perfect together. We plodded through college, but all we wanted to do was sing and dance. When Darlene had the brilliant idea to move to Los Angeles to make it, I agreed. Work in Chicago was tough to get. Not enough commercials, not enough stage, not enough of anything. That went well for a while. Darlene was always going to be a star. But something happened to me on the way, and she saved me by making me her choreographer. Who was late? I took half a deep breath and got out of the car. I didn't have time to de-stress in the front seat. I had time to yank my bag out of the leg space in front of the passenger seat, open the door, and get out all in the same move. I almost closed the door before I realized the engine was still running. Deep breath, Emily. I took the rest of the breath with one hand on the car door, closing my eyes, and pretending the deep breath I had the time for was a full 5-minute relaxation exercise. Keys, tote bag, clean clothes, laptop, closed door. Chirp doors locked. Look around. Check the early morning shadow for someone coming from behind. The laptop wouldn't fit in my purse, and it took an entire arm to carry. I'd have to cross the length of the building to enter on the parking lot side. I had a key card for the back door, but it was in the bottom of the clothing bag. When I got to the rear of the building, I stopped by the metal door to dig around for the key card. I had this. All I had to do was move my purse to the left side, shift the laptop, search around the clothing bag. But no, wasn't there. Switching everything back, I let the purse slide down to my wrist, rebalanced everything, leaned the laptop on my knee while digging around my bag, taking stuff half out. Wallet, charger, vitamins, checkbook, notebook, sunglasses, pistol, tissues. A breathtaking force hit me from behind, and I was on the way down, with the black asphalt getting closer and closer. My hand locked around the key card, and I wondered if the laptop was going to break when it fell. Half a breath took 5 minutes, and by the time I hit the ground, my lungs were empty. The air made an oof sound when it left me. Hard pressure fell on my wrists and lower back. A person. A man.